Welcome to another video from explainingcomputers.com. I'm sure at some point or another all of us have lost a USB drive and have started to panic about who may get hold of our data. In this video I'm therefore going to discuss encrypted USB drives. There are three basic ways to store encrypted data on a USB drive. The first is to write software encrypted files to a standard drive, which is the cheapest option but potentially the least secure and also limits cross-platform data access. The second option is to use a hardware encrypted USB drive with a software interface, and here I'll be testing the integral crypto. The final option is to use a hardware encrypted USB drive with its own interface and keypad. This is the most expensive option, but also the most flexible, and here I'll be testing the Corsair Flash Padlock 2 and the iStorage DataShur. All three of our test drives are USB 2 devices, available in capacities up to 32 GB, and offer military-grade 256-bit AES hardware encryption. The integral crypto works with Windows XP, Vista 7 and 8, as well as Mac OS X or higher. When you plug it in, two devices appear: the main storage drive, which is initially not mounted, and a read-only virtual CD drive that contains some software called Total Lock. This may run automatically, or as here, needs to be activated by the user by clicking on the virtual CD drive. Data on the crypto is protected by a password of between 8 and 16 characters, and which must include upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and at least one special character. When the software has run up, you enter the password and then can access the drive's read-write storage partition. To keep things secure, after 6 failed password entry attempts, the crypto resets itself and reformats, so deleting all data from the drive. In use, the crypto works perfectly well, although the software is a bit sluggish to run up and only one drive can be plugged into a PC at a time. Due to the software interface, the drive is unreadable on Linux PCs, media players and Android devices. The Corsair Flash Padlock 2 is a fully hardware-based solution. Housed in a familiar rubber Corsair casing, it's bigger than most USB drives, such as this USB 3 Voyager, although the same size as this Voyager GT. Data on the Flash Padlock is protected by a 4 to 6 digit numeric PIN. After a straightforward setup, data is accessed by pressing the key button, entering the code, and then pressing the key button again. You then have 20 seconds to insert the drive before it locks. The device is powered by a battery that recharges when plugged in to a USB port. As you can see, the Flash Padlock doubles up its digits to have only 5 number keys. Given that passwords are limited to 10 characters, this does reduce security somewhat. The issue is compounded by the fact that, after 5 unsuccessful password entry attempts, the Flash Padlock is only disabled for 2 minutes. This provides some brute force protection, but is far less secure than the other 2 drives here, both of which wipe all data after a few wrong password attempts. Because it's entirely hardware-based, the Flash Padlock works fine on PCs, Macs, under Linux, as well as on Android tablets using an OTG connector. Like the Flash Padlock 2, the iStorage DataShur is entirely hardware-based with an internal rechargeable battery. Unlike the rubber-cased crypto and Flash Padlock, the drive has a long aluminium outer shell that protects both the drive and its 4-digit keypad. The drive also includes a seal that makes it reassuringly waterproof. Internally, the DataShur's components are encased in resin as a defense against the brute force removal of its flash memory. Password length is 7 to 15 digits, and after 10 unsuccessful password entry attempts, all data is wiped. Operation is identical to the Corsair Flash Padlock 2, with data access gained by pressing the key button, entering the password, and pressing the key button again. When the green indicator then lights, you have 30 seconds to insert the drive. Just like the Flash Padlock, the DataShur can be accessed by any device with a USB port, including PCs, Macs, Linux systems, media centers, and Android devices. Of the 3 devices on test, the DataShur is the most expensive, but also the one that invites the most confidence. As the Crypto, FlashPadlock and DataShur are all USB 2 drives, we can't expect stellar read-write performance, and indeed, maximising data transfer speed is not the primary goal of an encrypted storage device. Though just out of interest, here I'm copying the same block of about 200 megabytes of mixed files to each of our 3 drives. As you can clearly see, the Integral Crypto and the Corsair Flash Padlock 2 are operating at pretty much identical speed, with their final copy time being pretty much the same. Meanwhile, in comparison to its nimbler competitors, the iStorage DataShur is taking its time. As you can see, it's coming out about half the speed of the other drives, and this is largely because it's much slower at copying larger files, such as the 150 megabyte video that's part of this test. But I'm sure it'll get there, we just have to give it a bit of encouragement. Come on DataShur, you can copy that data, keep going, it's nearly there, isn't it? We're going to get there, the DataShur is going to get the files copied, and we really do have to remember that massively high-speed data transfers are not really what we buy drives like this for. And there we are, it's finished. Hurrah! I started making this video about encrypted USB keys over 6 months ago. I then got distracted by things like Raspberry Pis and Banana Pros and Ultimaker 2s, and now I'm finally back to finish the video off. However, this does give me the benefit of having been trying out the devices in this video for over 6 months. And at the end of that time, I've reached the conclusion the best drive to use, at least for me, is the DataShur, which, as you could probably see in the shot, is actually a little bit battered now. It's been in my pocket with my keys and coins for 6 months, but I've been using it consistently. It's very robust. It's never let me down. And so my recommendation, and they didn't pay me to say this, for an encrypted USB drive is the DataShur. But now that's it for another video, and I hope to talk to you again very soon.